Hello, and welcome to this week's Yoga for Swimmers. Today we're going to work at hamstrings and a little bit of quads. So I'd just like you to begin actually today with legs extended forward and toes pointing up towards the ceiling. And then shift your glutes out of the way so you can really connect down through your sit bones. And then bend your knees slightly so that there's almost a hand's distance from your bottom of your knee down towards the mat. And then from here, tent your fingertips to either side of your upper thighs. And on an inhale, start to lift through your chest, lift the crown of your head. And then on your exhale, begin to hinge forward at your hips, keeping your low back nice and long. When you feel the place your spine wants to round, take one more full inhale. And then exhale, allow your spine to round, letting your low belly or chest connect with your thighs. If this is enough, stay here, or you can start to walk your hands forward. Letting your palms rest down on the mat, you can stay here. Or maybe you're softening your forearms down towards the mat, chin towards your chest. And I want you to send your breath into your hamstrings, into the backs of your legs. So if this is plenty and you feel a stretch, you feel an engagement of those back muscles, you can stay here. Or maybe you'll softly inch one leg, then the other closer towards the mat. And then I want you to breathe here until your low belly can make contact with your thighs once more. Keep thinking about on your inhales, almost lengthening and reaching your chest forward. And then take the time with your exhales to move your chin towards your chest. Resist any urges you may have to hold on to your feet and actively move your body forward. And instead, allow your body to passively soften. And you might notice you're not feeling a stretch through the hamstrings. Maybe for you, it's through the low back. Maybe for you, it's through the back of the neck. But wherever it is that you feel a stretch or an opportunity for more space, I want you to breathe in and out of that area. Allowing yourself to stay here for about 5 more breaths. And for any of you that feel that this is a quite intense stretch, just be aware that if you're having difficulty letting your forearms rest on the mat, and anytime you're trying to get into a track start position before a race or in practice, and the hands are having a hard time reaching the block, it can be very challenging to develop power from that position if you're not able to arrive there passively. Almost feel as though as you lengthen your hamstrings here, you are strengthening not only the mobility, but the ability of your starts and the power you can create. Take one last deep inhale here. And then stay for your entire exhale. And then on your inhale, palms of your hands towards the mat as you begin to round up through your spine. Stacking your vertebrae, crown of your head arrives last. And then if the knees are still bent, release them down towards the mat. From here, keep your left leg extended and bend your right knee in. And then place the sole of your right foot towards either the inside of your left knee, or you can place it towards the inside of that left inner thigh. If this is enough for your body, stay here. Or you can tent your fingertips to either side of your left knee. On an inhale, grow tall through the crown of your head. And then again, exhale, begin to hinge forward at your hips. You feel the place your spine wants to round, stay here. One more full inhale. And then as you exhale, allow yourself to fold forward. Wherever you are, move your chin towards your chest and begin to feel an opportunity for length through the right side of your low back. And if the intensity of this stretch is enough right here, pause as you are. If you would like to intensify, maybe taking your right hand to the outside of your left leg, or taking your right hand to the outside of your left ankle or foot. And then from here, again, without using the strength of your arms, just begin to soften your body down, maybe chin towards your chest. But know that if you're all the way up here and you're feeling a stretch, that's entirely okay. You can pause right there. For some of us, you may even be feeling a stretch through the right inner thigh or the outside of that right quad, and that's okay too. Just 4 more full breaths on this side. I invite you to connect with this 4 count inhale and 4 count exhale. Let muscles soften within your body that have a tendency to work. Last deep inhale here. A long exhale. And then if hands towards the outside of the foot, place hand back to the inside of your left leg. And from wherever you are, inhale, begin to round up through your spine, stacking your vertebrae. Crown of your head arrives last. From here, place your right hand behind your right hip and begin to turn your left toes in. When we're ready, you're going to put weight in your left foot, your right knee, your right hand. As you inhale, lift your hips up, stretch left fingertips behind and lengthen from left foot through your left fingers. Stay here for a deep inhale. And then exhale, softly release your hips back towards the mat. Extend your right leg forward. Keeping right leg extended, bend your left knee in. And then take the sole of your left foot towards either the inside of your right knee or towards that right inner thigh. You can stay here if you already feel a stretch somewhere, or place fingertips to either side of your right leg. Inhale, grow tall through the crown of your head. Exhale, begin to hinge forward, keeping that length through the spine. Find the place your spine wants to round. Stay for another inhale. And then as you exhale, allow your spine to round, chin to your chest, and start to feel that stretch to the left side of your spine. If this is enough, stay here. Or again, option to place left hand to the outside of your right shin, outside of your right ankle, or to the outside of your right foot. And then continue to move your chin towards your chest and letting your body soften here for just 5 breaths. And listen to the edge of your experience, the edge of sensation for you. So allow yourself to breathe into any pockets of tension which you come across, without any forcing in this area. So we're not using the strength of your left arm to pull you down. You're letting gravity do the work. Chin towards your chest. 2 more breaths here. Breathe into the left side of your low back. Breathe out to the left side of your low back. And then on an inhale, begin to lengthen through the crown of your head. As you exhale, release your left hand if you have shifted it. And then inhale, begin to round up through your spine, stacking your vertebrae. Crown of your head arrives last. From here, place left hand behind your left hip. Start to turn the right toes in. And then weight in your right foot, left knee, left hand. Inhale, lift your hips and stretch your right fingertips forward. Lengthen from right fingers all the way through your right toes for a full inhale. And then exhale, softly release the hips back down. Extend your left leg forward and then circle through the ankles. Good. And then one last stretch through the quads here. Just bring yourself towards all fours. Good. And then shift your knees out so the knees are about mat's width. Big toes are touching. We're just going to bring a little bit of movement through our quads in and out of child's pose. So on an inhale, shift your hips forward. On an exhale, send your hips back towards your heels. 2 more times. Inhale, shift your hips forward. Exhale, send your hips back with the intention of hips touching heels. Inhale, shift the hips forward. And this time as you exhale, send the hips back. Either stay here if this is enough for your quads, Or start to walk your hands forward, maybe keeping your hands, shifting your forearms. Or maybe allowing your chest, chin, or forehead to make contact with the mat. Now, even though you might be experiencing anything through the shoulders, through the armpits, through the side bodies here, I want your awareness to be on your quads, be on the front of your legs. And I want you to feel as though when you inhale, you send breath into that area. And then as you exhale, you have the intention of hips moving a little bit closer to your heels. Ensure that you are doing no work through your upper body as we pause here for just 5 more breaths. Find your body's 4-count inhale. Find your body's 4-count exhale. And then for these last 2 breaths, see if your body can remain entirely still. See if you can keep your fingertips still, your toes still. You can keep either your chin or your forehead connecting with the mat, your forearms connecting with the mat. And then next inhale, press into your palms. Start to shift your hips forward. Hands are underneath your shoulders as you bring your knees towards one another. Sit over towards one hip and then come to a comfortable seat on your mat. As always, if it would serve you, you can pause for a few moments on your back in Shavasana and just let yourself release the awareness of your breath. If any of these poses we worked into today felt really good for your hamstrings or your quads or various other areas of your body, stay there. But otherwise, I'll just take a moment to thank you for joining me with this Yoga for Swimmers segment. And continue to join me as I continue to bring these in the new year every Sunday. Thank you.